Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess from Handmade by Jess. We're just gonna hop right in here. I've been looking around on Pinterest for pumpkin centerpiece pieces, and you'll see a lot of things like that if you put that in the search bar. A lot of things from Dollar Tree. A lot of these things in this project are from Dollar Tree, actually. I got two of their pumpkin frames. I got the little wood plaque and the metal serving dish we're gonna use as a base. First thing I'm gonna do here is zip tie the top in 4 different spots, and that's what's gonna hold our frames together straight. I did struggle with this a bit. I never made one of these before, so it was kind of a challenge. I knew I wanted to secure the pumpkin frames to the wood piece and with more than just glue. I didn't feel confident that glue was going to hold everything together without it snapping or moving around on me. I wanted something that was a pretty stable hold, and this is what I came up with. I figured I could spread them apart in the middle a little bit there and staple, and then I'd be able to fit my floral foam down in there and any other florals I had. It would just kind of give it a more round shape also. So that's what I did. I went ahead and I stapled the wreath frames to the wood plaque there. I'm just hammering them in, making sure they're nice and secure. And you're gonna have to manipulate the frames a little bit. Mine were kind of bent. I don't know if that's because of how I had them in storage or if they came that way, but kind of got to bend them around and manipulate them a bit. We're gonna spray paint everything. I got this can of spray paint at Ollie's for $2.99. I could not believe I seen it sitting on their shelf when I went in there. Actually, Ollie's is a good place to look for spray paint. You never know what kind of spray paint they're going to have, but it's always worth looking if you go in there. Now, after everything's dry, we're going to come in. I'm going to take Elephant by Waverly, and I'm just going to dry brush all around the edge of that serving platter to bring out the detail and kind of like tie it in and just, I don't know, dirty it up a bit, make it rustic. And I cut out a piece of cardboard here to look like a pumpkin stem. I wanted my stem to be a little bit longer because I knew I was going to be putting a bow on the top. So I figured this would be the easiest way to make that stem go up a little bit further and curve. And I'm going to take some nautical rope and I'm just going to start wrapping that around there. Now I do secure it with glue there in the beginning, the first couple rounds, you know, going around the frame there. Just to hold it in place. And you'll see, because I actually like dipped down there with the curve of the pumpkin, at the end I have a space, and all I did for that was just take an extra piece of rope and glued it into that space. You're not really going to see it because that's where I'm going to put the bow. So we just wanted to cover the space over so that it, you know, couldn't be seen, just in case if the bow didn't cover it. But I'm just going to continue wrapping the nautical rope around the stem there, all the way to the tippy edge of it. We're just going to glue every so often, make sure it's nice and secure there. We're not going to, you know, have it slip on us or have it come apart. And we'll just cut off the excess. And like I said, glue a couple little pieces into that little space. You'll see it there, so that everything is nice and finished. And I got this piece of floral foam from the Dollar Tree also. It's just one of their little, I don't know, I guess you could call that a disc. Not sure. Excuse me. But I'm just going to secure it in the middle there with hot glue so it doesn't slip around on me. And I've got these 2 picks from Walmart. I picked them up early in the season when they first put out their fall stuff. They are so pretty. I think they were $3 each. They're just called a harvest pick. They have a couple pumpkins, some flowers, you know, and some greenery on there. They're so pretty. I love the colors. So I'm just going to use them for this project. I'm going to cut down the stems a little bit so that they're not sticking so far out on the pumpkin whenever I put them into the floral foam there. And I'm just arranging them how I like, and I'm going to stick my hands right inside that cage, I guess you could call it, the pumpkin cage, and we're just going to stick that right in there and, you know, just adjust the pick and get all the leaves coming out through the wires so that it looks nice. Just adjusting everything. I love those picks. They're so pretty. And that bigger pumpkin that I'm going to put in the center. Oh, before I do that, I'm going to take some Spanish moss from Dollar Tree, and I'm going to cover the floral foam. We just put a little bit of hot glue on the top and, you know, stretch that out and around the front and the back. I'll put a little dab of hot glue on the front and the back just to secure it so it doesn't, you know, like fall off or anything. We are going to be sticking a couple more flowers in there. So we'll just get that on there, and then I'll put my big pumpkin in the center. My goodness, I guess I don't know what I did. I put the sunflowers first. These are white sunflowers from the Dollar Tree. And I got a couple of those pumpkins there from the Dollar Tree. Those ones come in a 3-pack, and they actually have clips on the bottom, but I removed the clips. And I just kind of set them in there because I knew they weren't going to really go anywhere. They're just sitting on top of the other stuff. So there's no need to even glue those down. And that's the big pumpkin there. I got that at Walmart like 2 years ago for just $2 or $3. It's really pretty. And this is some buffalo check ribbon from Hobby Lobby. I'm just going to make a quick bow here. First thing I do is take and loop around for the first set of loops. Then I'm going to keep looping back and forth until I get 2 more loops on each side. So I want a total of 3 loops on each side. So 6 loops total. And then I'm going to cut off the excess ribbon. And we're going to cut the tails separately. And I wanted 2 sets of tails. I wanted a longer set and a shorter set. So I'm going to cut the first set first. I'm going to kind of just eyeball. I have no clue how long I made those. So I was just eyeballing. I'm going to dovetail the ends of them. And then I'll find the center of those, and I'll just kind of pinch them in the center so I know where I'm going to be attaching, like what part of that I'm going to be attaching onto the bow there. Now for the loops, I'm just going to pinch them through the middle, take a zip tie and tighten it up, making sure to put the clasp in the back of the bow area. I'm going to cut that off, and then I'm going to take an additional zip tie to attach the tails. And I have a piece of jute twine there that I also put through the next zip tie to be able to tie it onto our pumpkin. There's our tails. I'm going to layer those up. I'm going to pinch the middle. Just put them on the back there, take the zip tie around, get it started, and then put our jute twine through the zip tie. And we're tighten that up and cut off the excess. And then I couldn't decide what I wanted to do for the middle. I was going to try to put a pumpkin there, but I decided against that, and I just went with a piece of fabric that matched, well, a piece of the ribbon there. I cut it down. I cut off the wire because we don't really need that. I glued it in half also. And I'm just going to wrap that around the middle there. And I'm going to cut off the excess and glue it down in the back. That way our jute twine tails will be out for us to be able to use it use them to wrap around the stem of the pumpkin. There we go. It's very easy to be able to tie bows on this way. I love doing it this way. And since the stem was made out of jute twine, you can hide it in there with nobody even being able to notice. Just a little bit of hot glue to secure the knot so it doesn't come undone, and the bow's finished. As far as putting it on there, we're going to fluff out the tails and get them. I like that wave effect. I wanted them to stay in place, so I just put a little dab of hot glue in a couple spots just to keep the longer tails in their spot. I didn't put any hot glue on the smaller tails, because once you kind of crinkled those ones up, they were in a really good spot. We didn't have to worry too much about those ones being in the way there. And then we just come back to our base and we're gonna hot glue it on there. And we're pretty much done. That's it. Wait for that glue to dry and we're good to go. Here it is, it's on my front porch. I think it's really cute on that little table. It just adds right to the fall decor. I have been wanting to make one of these for about 2 years now. I'm glad I finally got around to doing it. That little thankful sign I just took off of one of Dollar Tree's signs when I was doing another project a while ago. I thought that would look cute just sitting in front of it there. I didn't glue it on or anything. It's just sitting there. These projects are so pretty, and you can make them so many different ways with so many different colors. I hope you give it a try. And as always, I would appreciate it if you would like my video and subscribe to my channel. Hit that bell for notifications. And we'll see you on the next one. Bye.